friends, this is Free Opinion, bringing you my free opinion. Now, I got a question for you, okay? So I'm on the New York Post. This is, I believe, an older story, but not too much older. How many people do you think were killed by police in 2019? Do you think it was 100? 200? 3, 4, 5, 1,000? 10,000? How many unarmed black men were killed by the police? Now, the number you have in your head, I want you to hold on to it, okay? Because if you think that it's anywhere in the triple digits or higher, I'm sorry, but you are wrong. I've said this multiple times. But let's go ahead and look at their numbers, okay? Here's the problem with the misinformation that the media has been giving people for years. Years, okay? There was a survey pulled where overall nearly half of surveyed liberals, 44%, estimated roughly between 1,000 and 10,000 unarmed black men were killed, whereas 20% of conservatives estimated the same. I want to know what conservatives they were surveying, because anyone that I know is like, nah, it's less than 50. And that's being generous. That's calling unarmed black men that attack the police without having a weapon. That's adding them, okay? The real overall, where the person was not doing anything wrong, FBI statistics shows about, I think it was like 10 to 13, depending on whose numbers you use. But let's go ahead and add the people that attacked police officers by hand or tried to steal their gun or other things that are on their tool belt, okay? We're going to add them in as well because they give you the number for that. Watch this. So they think that 1,000 to 10,000 unarmed black men were killed in 2019. But here's another one. Overall, 80% of liberals guessed that at least 100 black men were killed, compared to 66% of moderates and 54% of conservatives. I don't know what moderates or conservatives they're surveying, because, again, if they were to call me and ask me this stupid question, I would be very truthful about it because I know the numbers. I have looked up the numbers so much, it hurts my head. Because I have to show people where they could find the true information and cut through all the fluff that the media gives them. But now look, right down here, it says, but according to a close database compiled by mapping police violence, the actual number of black men killed. Now, this is black men killed, not unarmed black men, just black men killed by the police in 2019 is 27. So you tell me. You tell me. Do you trust the media with what they've been saying? I will link this below because I may be reading into it a little too much, but I feel like this is one of those slips that they did. That's why they put it under the opinion column, because then they could be like, oh, well, that's just one of our people's opinion. It's not fact. Even though the numbers are closer to what these people are saying in this than what you are being told. But in all reality, I feel like they are using the media to manipulate your feelings so we can have the rioting. But now that Biden is in office, they're starting to slowly slip the true numbers and this, that, the third, because they don't want Biden to have to deal with the angry mobs of people destroying cities anymore. You see how they do this, right? Now, there's another thing, okay? How about this one? Remember the whole Cuomo sexual? Cuomo did such a good job. Let's give him I think it was like an Emmy or something, and blah 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 blah. Right? And now they're like, oh, Biden allegedly uh, sexually assaulted these women and blah 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 blah. This that third. Right? Tell me why that is more considered news than the fact that COVID-19 deaths in New York nursing homes were 50% higher than claimed. And this is what a probe found. So they've been covering up the actual numbers by reducing them by 50%. So that means that if you had, say, 1,000, say that it was only 1,000 deaths in nursing homes, because it's much higher than that. That would mean that it's actually 1,500 deaths. So you scale that up, what was it? The last number I heard was like 13,000. Add another, 6,500 to that? My math may be off. I'm doing this all in my head. But the reality is they touted from the rooftops how awesome Andrew Cuomo was, how perfect of a governor he was, how he should have ran for president. Scale up what happened in those nursing homes to the entire country. They would have got their 2.2 million deaths, and it would have been their fault, as the high number of deaths in New York in nursing homes is solely on the shoulders of Andrew Cuomo. The report it was in was a 76-page report that the state attorney general James announced on Thursday. These are the numbers that they were finding. A bombshell finding could push the current DOH tally of 8,711 deaths to more than 13,000 based on a survey of only 62 nursing homes. There's way more nursing homes than that in New York. Found the state undercounted the fatalities, thereby an average of 56%. So 56%. Do you guys realize your government hates you? Lefties, listen to me closely. They hate you. They don't like you. You're nobody to them. Why do you think Nancy Pelosi's district is needles and human feces everywhere? Why do you think that the highest amount of crime comes from Democrat-ran cities? Why is this? Because they don't care about you. If they cared about you, they would want more police. They would want police to do their jobs. Unlike in New York, where they defunded them by $1 billion. Where in New York, they put people who tested positive for the coof back into nursing homes. Oh, and my state isn't any better. Here in PA, no better. We did the exact same thing, and our governor should be in jail for it. The assistant, assistant health surgeon general, I can't remember. But the person that I made the video where I called them, she looks like Penguin from Batman and or Danny DeVito, should also be in prison. Because when they first brought up having sick patients that tested positive for coronavirus to be sent back into nursing homes, they took their mother out of the nursing home right before. meaning they knew what could have happened. So they made sure their families were outside of the facilities and then allowed the coronavirus to rampage through there and kill thousands, tens of thousands of elderly people. But hey, guys, that's just my opinion. I will link both these stories down below, and you guys tell me what you think about it. I'll also be linking the investment like stuff that I always look into, because I mean, I'm up almost $2,000 now because of listening to just take and not really taking advice, but using what seeing what he does. Well, he's family, but seeing what they do and learning how they did it helped me actually start becoming more profitable in the stock market. So maybe it'll help one of you guys too. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think Cuomo should go to jail? Do you think Wolf and Governor Whitmer should go to jail? I feel like this house of cards is going to come down. And when it comes down, it's not going to be pretty. You guys have a nice day.